Welcome to Echoes of the Deep, the podcast that explores the hidden wonders of our planet's oceans. Today, we're diving into one of the most breathtaking ecosystems on Earth. I want you to picture something: a bustling underwater metropolis. Intricate towers and sprawling structures create a dazzling cityscape, teeming with thousands of different species. This is the world of the coral reef. But who built this magnificent city? It wasn't some grand architect. It was an army of tiny, humble creatures. Today, we're telling the story of the ocean's engineers, the coral polyps, and the vibrant world they create. So, who are these engineers? If you could shrink down to their size, you'd see they look a bit like tiny sea anemones. They are called coral polyps, and most are no bigger than a grain of rice. They are the construction workers of the sea. Each polyp builds a tiny, hard cup of limestone to live in. They live in massive colonies, and as new polyps are born, they build their limestone homes on top of the old ones. Over thousands and thousands of years, this process creates a gigantic, complex structures with Noah's coral reefs. But they have a secret weapon, a superpower. Inside their tissues, they host microscopic algae called zooxanthellae. It's a perfect roommate situation. The coral gives the algae a safe place to live, and the algae, through photosynthesis, provides the coral with up to 90% of its food and, get this, its spectacular color. That's right, the brilliant blues, fiery reds, and vivid greens of a healthy reef, that's all thanks to these tiny algal partners. So, why should we care about these underwater cities? Why do they matter to us, even if we live hundreds of miles from the coast? Well, in short, they are essential to the health of our planet and our own survival. They are often called the rainforest of the sea. Coral reefs cover less than 1% of the ocean floor, but support a staggering 25% of all marine life. A quarter of all species in the ocean depend on them for food and shelter. For coastal communities, reefs are literal lifesavers. They act as natural bodyguards, absorbing the power of ocean waves and protecting coastline from storms and erosion. This service alone saves billions of dollars in infrastructure damage every year. And speaking of billions, reefs are economic powerhouses. They fuel tourism, creating jobs for divers, snorkelers, and tour guides. They are also critical nurseries for fish stocks that feed millions of people around the globe and support huge fishing industries. From the food on our plates to the medicines in our cabinets, the gifts of the coral reef are all around us. But the vibrant cities built by these tiny engineers are facing a silent, invisible threat. The greatest enemy of coral reefs is our changing climate. As our planet warms, our oceans are absorbing almost all of the excess heat. And for corals, this is a catastrophe. Remember that perfect partnership with the algae? When the water gets just a degree or two too warm, the corals get stressed and they kick their algae roommates out. This is called coral bleaching. The color drains away. The life drains away. What's left is a ghostly white skeleton. The coral isn't dead yet, but it's starving and incredibly vulnerable. If the water temperature doesn't return to normal quickly, the coral will die, and the entire ecosystem built around it will collapse. And if that wasn't enough, there's another threat: ocean acidification. All the extra carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is being absorbed by the ocean, making it more acidic. For a coral polyp, this is like trying to build its limestone house with crumbling bricks. It weakens them and slows their growth. But this isn't an obituary. This is a call to action. Because all around the world, a global effort is underway to save our reefs. This is a story of the fight back. Scientists are on the front lines, rolling up their sleeves. They are running underwater nurseries, growing baby corals and transplanting them to damaged reefs. They're even experimenting with what you might call supercorals, identifying and breeding corals that are naturally more heat-resistant, preparing them for the oceans of the future. But it's not just scientists. Coastal communities, the people who live alongside these reefs, are becoming their most important guardians. They are setting up locally managed marine areas, creating safe havens for reefs to recover from pressures like overfishing and pollution. They are proving that community stewardship is one of our most powerful tools. And environmental organizations are amplifying this message on a global scale. They are pushing governments for stronger climate action, for more marine protected areas, and for policies that protect these vital ecosystems. The fate of the ocean's engineers and the magnificent ecosystems they build hangs in the balance. The challenge is immense, and it requires all of us to confront the reality of climate change. But there is hope in the ingenuity of the scientists, the dedication of local communities, and the passion of advocates worldwide. The story of the coral reef is a story of resilience, of partnership, and of breathtaking beauty. It's a story we are all a part of. What can you do? Stay curious, learn more, share what you've learned today. Support organizations dedicated to ocean conservation. Because to save these underwater cities, we first have to care about their tiny, tireless engineers. Thanks for listening to Echoes of the Deep. Join us next time as we dive into another wonder of our blue planet. If you liked this podcast, don't forget to tick the like button and to check your subscription to this channel. Have a very good day.